Hello and welcome to the Tech and Auto Show. I'm your host Manav Sinha and I hope you've had a Merry Christmas. Well, as we all know, the year 2018 is coming to an end, so we thought it's a good opportunity to take a look back at the year that's gone by, which was filled with advancements and innovations both in the world of technology as well as automobiles. So, in this episode, we're going to take a look at the top 5 picks of almost all the categories. Top 5 hatchbacks of the year 2018. The hatchback segment is one of the most sought after categories in the Indian market simply because of the importance that they hold due to the huge sales number that this category racks up for manufacturers. As a result, several automakers came out with their offerings for the segment and we have chosen the best. Starting off with the Maruti Suzuki Swift. Now, this is one of the most popular names in the Indian market and this year it came back in a new avatar while retaining its biggest strong point from its earlier models, which is the fantastic driving feedback. Another popular name that came back was the Hyundai Santro, which marks the return of the original Sunshine car. The new Santro comes with an all-new design and brings several segment-first features to the market. Then there's the Datsun Go, which was the car that established a place for itself in the Indian market. This time around, it has been updated with several new features and also the list of safety equipments on board have got a bit longer. Coming to the Ford Freestyle, well, Ford decided to launch their updated model of the existing Figo and Aspire in the form of a crossover hatchback, which they call as the Freestyle. Now, there have been crossover cars in the industry before as well, but none of them are so good at it as is the Freestyle. And let's not forget, there's also the Tata Tiago GTP, which is the faster version of the Tiago and makes the hot hatchback segment accessible to the market. And that makes up our list of the top 5 hatchbacks of this year. Top 5 budget smartphones of the year 2018. The budget price points for smartphones saw the most aggressive battles between phone makers. No surprise that, because the price band of below 15,000 rupees is where the maximum consumer interest is. And one of the most popular phones this year was the Xiaomi Redmi Note 5 Pro, which as a result has also been India's best-selling smartphone for successive quarters. The big reason for that is that the phone gets a simple yet elegant design, which not only looks good but also has a good build quality. And then there's the performance part of the Redmi Note 5 Pro that is impressive and makes the phone a complete package. This year also saw some strong showing by HMD Global, with the Nokia 6.1 Plus proving to be a great value for money smartphone by Nokia that is also accessible to the masses. The Nokia 6.1 Plus gets a modern design and looks premium too. But one of its biggest strong point is that the phone comes with Android One software, which gives it a stock OS that allows for a clean interface and quick Android updates too. Then there was the Realme 2 Pro, which followed on from the Realme 1 and the Realme 2. The Realme 2 Pro definitely put the disappointing Realme 2 out of our minds and also became one of the first phones in India to introduce a dewdrop notch display. This is certainly one of the best looking phones in a budget. And since it uses the new generation of Qualcomm processors, it enables the phone to use AI-based applications extensively. And it is also one of the most affordable phones in India to offer 8 GB of RAM. But let's not forget the Honor 8X, which has been certified by TÜV Rheinland for the comfort mode display and has an impressive 20 megapixel dual camera setup that uses artificial intelligence to offer a host of features for the user. And how can we forget the Moto G6, the successor of the Moto phones that have set the benchmarks in the recent years. Very few affordable phones in India run a clean Android OS, and this one does, making it a smooth phone to operate and use. It also supports Dolby Audio for a great media experience and has a design that is inspired by the more expensive Moto X4. And that's our top 5 budget smartphones of the year 2018. Top 5 sedans of the year 2018. When we talk about sedans, they make for a sensible upgrade for most of the hatchback owners in India, and it is the largest selling body type in the whole world, and India is an important market for that as well. Starting off our list of top picks is the Maruti Suzuki Ciaz, which got a facelift this year and came back as a sharper, more stylish sedan and also offered an updated list of features at an aggressive price tag. The Tata Tigor got itself a facelift too and now comes with an even better infotainment system that adds to the already segment best in-car audio experience, along with the change in styling to make it look bolder. Then there's the Toyota Yaris, which shows that Toyota had a clear intention of what kind of a product they want and feel would be the best for India. The result is a sedan that is the first car to offer a whopping 7 airbags as standard across all variants. Ford also wanted in on the action, and their offering is the new Ford Aspire, which now holds the title for the most powerful compact sedan in India right now. And the surprise offering is the Honda Amaze, which is now an all-new model that offers great amount of practicality, host of features, and all of it at a lucrative price. And with that, we wrap up our list of the top 5 sedans of the year 2018. Top 5 smartphones of the year 2018. The flagship smartphone battles for 2018 were a very closely fought competition. We saw flagships battle it out and nail for your money. Within the Android ecosystem, we had to contend with the Google Pixel 3 XL, which arguably has one of the best smartphone cameras. The Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, which has a great display, its sibling, the Galaxy Note 9, which didn't exactly set the sales chart alight, and the OnePlus 6T, which offers the best of almost all worlds, including the comparatively affordable price. At the same time, there was a small matter of competing with the newest Apple iPhone, the iPhone XS and the iPhone XS Max. The latter is the largest iPhone ever. The new XS lineup runs the A12 Bionic chip, which is the most powerful processor ever to power the iPhones and our most artificially intelligent phones too. After everyone revealed their flagship trump cards for the year, Huawei smartly walked in with the Mate 20 Pro, which has a 40-megapixel triple camera setup and is perhaps the geekiest Android flagship phone ever. And that makes our choices of the top 5 smartphones of the year 2018. Top 5 SUV MPV of the year 2018. It's no secret, the segment that has been gaining popularity the fastest in India has to be the SUV segment. And as a result, there are many options to consider, and they are spread across categories. So after scratching our heads and things flying throughout the office, here's what we have selected. Starting off with the Mahindra Marazzo. Now, this MPV has been nothing short of impressive and is really the first of the next stage of products that you can expect from Mahindra in the future. It offers a seating arrangement of 7 adults inside the cabin, while still being able to have a price tag that undercuts all its rivals. Then there's the Ford EcoSport, which got a facelift this year with a design language that is more in tune with their global design theme. And along with this, it comes with one of the best infotainment systems and has many variants to offer that have a character of their own. And let's not forget India's best-selling compact SUV Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza. That received a facelift as well, but more importantly, it now also offers the choice of an AMT transmission that fills in for what it needed all this while. And wrapping up the list is the Hyundai Creta, which got a facelift that makes it look more premium, and several interesting features like the electronically adjustable seats and wireless charging. And that makes up our list of the top 5 SUV MPV picks of the year. Top 5 best camera phones of the year 2018. This is the year when it became very clear that there are two very distinct lines of thoughts among phone makers and users when it comes to cameras in smartphones. There are the phones such as the Huawei P20 Pro with the triple camera setup at the back. Its successor is the Huawei Mate 20 Pro, which is improving on the brilliance of the P20 Pro by swapping out one sensor with another that captures even more depth in photos that you click. The result is fantastic low-light photos to compete with the Google Pixel 3 XL. There are those who clearly agree that more sensors at the back translate into more data captured and therefore a better image as well. Then there are the dual camera phones such as the Apple iPhone XS Max, the OnePlus 6T and the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. However, Google believes that a single optical sensor still works best, and who are we to argue with the Google Pixel 3 XL relying on pristine artificially intelligent algorithms to pull out great photos too. So when it came to camera phones this year, these were the top ones for 2018. Top 5 motorcycles of the year 2018. There were several motorcycles that were launched this year, but these 5 were the best of the best. Starting off with the Ducati Panigale V4S. This motorcycle gives cutting-edge technology in motorcycles a new meaning. Not only does it have a host of electronic rider aids to offer, but most of them are lean sensitive, making it ideal for newbies and professionals alike. And it is also one of the most powerful production motorcycles in the world right now. Giving it competition is the Suzuki GSX S750, which shows what value for money means. It is a capable motorcycle both on the roads and on the track, and since it is assembled in competent price tag to boast of as well, making it one of the most affordable inline 4-cylinder offerings in the country. The third motorcycle in our list is the Triumph Speedmaster, which brings sophisticated electronic rider aids to a classic styled motorcycle. It belongs to the iconic Bonneville heritage and makes perfect sense for those who want a versatile cruiser. Wrapping up our list is the Kawasaki Z900 and the Indian Scout Bobber, which offer excellent bang for buck in their respective segments. And if you spot one on road, you won't be able to take your eyes off of them. So these are our top 5 motorcycles of the year 2018. Top 5 computing devices of the year 2018. The computing device space has seen a variety of form factors coexist for a while now. You have the conventional laptops, the slim and light laptops, convertibles that can be detached from the keyboard base to be used as a tablet, gaming laptops, and hybrid computing devices. The approach may be different, but the mission is the same. The Apple MacBook Pro 15 update this year is one of the most powerful computing devices you will splurge on this year, and was also one of the first to offer the newest Intel Core i9 processor as an option. Now that is some serious computing power under the hood. Then we have the Microsoft Surface Book 2, which is the closest a Surface computing device has come to the sheer power of the Apple MacBook Pro lineup keyboard for use as a tablet. Then there is the excellent HP Spectre X360, which has a 360-degree hinge that allows you to push the display around as a laptop, a tent, a display only, or as a tablet. The Dell XPS 13 retains the very classic design of its predecessors with updated specifications. Gaming laptops continue to generate excitement, and the category wasn't ignored at all. We saw the MSI GF63 8RD, which is a top-notch gaming laptop with excellent specifications and performance. But the fact that it is priced less than Rs 1 lakh is a great achievement by itself. And that wraps up our top 5 computing devices of the year 2018. Top 5 commuter two-wheelers of the year 2018. India is one of the biggest two-wheeler markets in the world, and a big reason for that is the sheer number of two-wheelers that are sold in the country that belong to the commuter segment. Now, this includes both scooters and motorcycles, and we have chosen the best of the best, like the Honda Grazia, which is an all-new scooter by Honda and managed to create a unique identity of its own, despite being sold alongside the legendary Activa, and that is a huge achievement. It gets features like a full LED headlamp and an all-digital instrument cluster. And competing against it is the Suzuki Bergman Street 125, which can be called as the first proper attempt at being a budget maxi scooter. And completing our trio of top scooters is the TVS Ntorq 125, which is the first 125cc scooter from the company. And boy, have they done a good job at it. TVS did what it does best, and that's giving the scooter a sporty character, making it one of the best handling scooters in India right now. Moving on to motorcycles, first up is the Yamaha YZF R15 version 3, which makes a comeback as an all-new model having features similar to the global model. It gets VVA technology, which makes it properly sporty and makes for one of the best motorcycles to learn sport riding on. And finally, the BMW G310R, which is the first made-in-India BMW motorcycle that helps in making it the most accessible motorcycle in India by a luxury motorcycle manufacturer. This wraps up our list of the top 5 commuter two-wheelers of the year 2018.
Now in this episode, we are taking a look back at the year 2018 and telling you our top 5 picks, both from the world of technology as well as automobiles. Now in the first half, we did talk about some categories, but there's plenty left to talk about, so let's jump back into it.
Top 5 designs of the year 2018. Beauty and brains have to go together when it comes to a gadget that offers excellent performance. This year we had a lot of gadgets ticking off both the boxes. The first example was the Apple Watch Series 4, which gets a larger screen than before but keeps the size somewhat similar to the previous generation of the Apple Watch. In its latest version, it is a treat to look at thanks to the new watch faces that have been launched and makes full use of the minimal bezels on the screen. That's not it, the Apple Watch Series 4 also comes with new technologies like fall detection, which can identify when the wearer of the device has had a fall and is not moving, and in that case, it sends an alert out for rescue to your list of emergency contacts. Then there's the Microsoft Surface, which takes innovative approach to a conventional laptop. Key design elements include the usage of Alcantara fabric around the keyboard and also manages to sneak in the speakers underneath the keyboard. Add to that the fact that it is one of the slimmest laptops in the Windows ecosystem and you have one great looking laptop. This is followed by the Apple iPhone XR product Red, which is arguably one of the prettiest Apple devices out there right now. It marks the return of the colors to the iPhone offerings and retains the metal and glass build, giving the phone premium look and feel. And since it is a product Red offering, every device that is sold, a portion of the money goes to charity too. The other smartphone competing with the Apple iPhone XR product Red is the Oppo Find X that took innovation in the smartphone space to the next level. What the Oppo Find X offers is a mechanical camera that pops out every time you open the camera application. And that makes this one of the first phones to have moving mechanical parts. Also, what this enables Oppo to do is that they've managed to attain a whopping 93.8% screen to body ratio that makes the phone feel like a big screen in hand as there's no space being taken up by cameras at the front. And finally, there's a Dyson V10 Cyclone vacuum cleaner. Yes, it's a vacuum cleaner, but it is not an ordinary one. The Dyson V10 Cyclone is the most powerful vacuum cleaner ever and has 14 cyclones that work in tandem with a powerful motor on board. How powerful? Well, the motor spins faster than a Formula 1 car's engine. That combined with a straight line design makes the Cyclone V10 not only look good but also extremely efficient. So overall, when it comes to design, nobody did it better than these 5 for the year 2018. Top 5 luxury cars of the year 2018. Automobiles are a form of luxury for many, and when it comes to being luxurious, well, some cars do it better than others. So here are the cars that did it the best this year. Starting off with the Volvo XC60, this SUV is arguably one of the best looking cars that Volvo has made and comes shod with the now iconic Thor hammer headlamps. Everything about the car is meant to make it look muscular while still looking premium. On the inside of the car, the Volvo XC60 has one of the best interiors in the world. Then there's the BMW 6 Series GT, which brings along with itself a coupe-like design with a sloping roofline that merges seamlessly into the boot. But it is when you step inside the car that you are greeted by the suave interiors. One of the key design elements is the floating touchscreen infotainment system that supports gesture control and looks fantastic. But when it comes to luxury, you cannot not consider the Mercedes-Benz S-Class. For the year 2018, it came back as a new car, and it is typically what you would define a car as a proper luxurious sedan. With gigantic proportions on the outside, it has a futuristic interior design with oodles of space for the rear passengers. And when it comes to SUVs, we have the Porsche Cayenne and the Audi Q5 wrapping up our list of the top 5 luxury cars of the year 2018. Top 5 gadgets of the year 2018. We have to stand up and salute the innovation and improvements across all popular product genres we have seen in the last 1 year. This includes the best launches from the space of wearables, cameras, televisions and audio products. Each of these are benchmark devices within their ecosystem. The Sony Bravia A9F OLED TV redefines a cutting-edge television and is beating rivals who had been using OLED since much longer. At the other end of the price spectrum is the affordable Xiaomi Mi TV 4A Pro 49, which brings a full HD HDR display at a price tag which can only be defined as crazy. The updated Apple Watch Series 4 is now a more rounded wearable, complete with a new design, and can even detect if you had a fall and notify your loved ones automatically if it detects no motion on your part for a certain duration after the fall. The Bose Quiet Comfort 35-2 headphones face tough challenges this year in the noise-cancelling headphone space, but still sets the benchmark. Then there's the Nikon Z7, which is the most cutting-edge mirrorless camera ever, and that wraps up our list of the top 5 computing devices of the year 2018. Top 5 designs of the year 2018. When it comes to buying a new set of wheels, you can't help but make sure that you get the best looking vehicle. Now, looks are subjective, but these vehicles are sure to turn heads wherever they go. Starting off with the Ducati Panigale V4. Now, this motorcycle is the very definition of what a superbike should look like. It's big, it is fast, and it looks jaw-dropping gorgeous. Then there's the Volvo XC40, which brings the latest Volvo design language to a more accessible price tag. Everything about this SUV is proportionate to each other, and we would forgive you for thinking that this is a concept car rather than a production model. Coming to the Range Rover Velar, which is the latest addition to the Range Rover family and is arguably one of the best looking SUVs on sale right now. Everything about it is sporty yet luxurious. And being a Range Rover, it can take some serious off-roading too. And when it comes to sedans, our pick is the Audi RS5. This is the sportier version of the regular Audi A5, but takes subtle aggression to a whole new level. It looks fast even when it is standing still. And have you looked at those wheels? TVS Apache RR310, which brings the big bike feel in a budget and can be called India's very own sports bike. And this, along with others, makes up our top 5 designs of the year 2018.
And with that, we come to the end of this edition of the Tech and Auto Show, and also the last episode of 2018. How did you find the show? Is there anything you have to say, anything you want us to cover, or you simply want to have a conversation? Well, hit us up on Twitter, we're ready to talk. If it's about technology, you can reach out to us at News18 Tech. If it's about automobiles, you can reach out to us at News18 Auto. That's about all for today. We'll catch you same time next week in 2019.